Good morning. So what we have here is a lawnmower engine, Briggs Stratton. It's 3.5 horsepower, and this little motor is kind of special to me. It's got a story. I'll tell you the story. Let's see here. This is the serial number. Anyway, okay, so 1976, my folks and I moved from California to Washington State, to a little town called Hansville. It's on the Kitsap Peninsula. Nice little area. And in 1976, I was, in September, I became a freshman in high school and enrolled in a class called Small Gas Engines with Hal Seberg. Great guy, shop teacher. On the first day of class, he said, okay, you guys are all gonna have to find engines and bring them in so you can work on them. Okay, where in the hell am I gonna find an engine? I was 13 years old in a brand new state. I didn't really hardly know anybody, but I used to ride my bike around. I used to ride my bike around, and I used to talk to old men. Now I are one. But anyway, so I'd been talking to this old timer, and after the class that day, I came home and rode my bike, and he was out fiddling around in his yard off Admiralty Road. I said to this fellow, his name was Charles Lather, and I'm telling you, in 1976, he was in his mid to late 80s, so he'd have been born in the 1890s, and he was a very kind man, and I'd just stop by and talk to him for a few minutes each day. I only knew him maybe 3 or 4 weeks at the time. I asked him, I said, hey, I enrolled in this little class called Small Gas Engines, and I need to find a motor. You happen to have anything? Lo and behold, he says, oh, let me take a look. And he goes into this old shed full of old man stuff and comes out and gives me this little motor. Off one of his old lawnmowers, I guess, that had rusted out. I think this is 1964, 5, 6, somewhere in there. I remember looking it up in school. But so I took this motor to school, and in the fall of 76, going into the winter of 77, I took it all apart, learned about it, the carburetor apart, put gaskets and everything, rings in the piston, cleaned it all up. It really probably didn't need it, but that was just part of the job, part of the and everything. And so I remember going down and buying this muffler brand new at a shop in downtown Paulsbo. They had the shop is long gone. They were a Briggs Stratton dealer, and they had, and the guy was irritated when he looked this up, and I think I paid $5 or $6 for it. It's still there. But anyway, so went through this motor, and then I found an old rusted lawnmower body, and I started going around the neighborhood, knocking on doors, and I mowed lawns with this. I mean, I probably pulled this handle 1,000, 2,000 times. I don't know. It still turns over. It'll still run. This little bugger will still run. So I made an incredible amount of money, hundreds and hundreds of dollars as a little kid, turning into a young adult with this little motor. And it turned into working on outboard motors and fixing lawnmowers for people in the neighborhood, sharpening blades, on and on and on and on. And it led eventually to working for a mechanic outfit that worked on semi-trucks. And then one day the semi-truck people that had the trucks wanted me to drive for them, and the rest is history. But this little motor is really special to me. I should find an old lawnmower body and put it on here, bolt it up, and get this thing running again. I know that I just about guarantee it's still got spark, and if it didn't, I could just pop the flywheel off, clean the points, and it'll have spark again, and pour some gas in it, and away it goes. But there you have it. Very sentimental little motor. Good day.